Raw lyrics is a constitutional constituent when it comes to the First Amendment to say what the fuck I wanna say and how I wanna say it with no chaser. You on bitch control, chasing that paper. You a faker, an industry image, real paper. While you pouting, I barely praise you with the hotness that I spit from my throne. If you don't like my tone, then fuck you.
You tuned into Raw Real Talk, where we keep it 100 with you at all times. Now, yesterday we put up a video about a woman going around giving men AIDS purposely, and she brags about this in her video. Now, an update that I'm reading around the internet is pretty much saying that someone snitched and said they know who this woman is. Her name is Jackie, and of course she says, you know, she's from the Detroit area already. Now, people are trying to figure out whether she's lying or whether she's telling the truth. Now, you got to think in your mind and use common sense on this one. Now, let's say she is lying. What difference does it really make in the sense of this point? Don't try to figure out whether she's lying to see if you want to get some pussy from her or to see if she's still safe to fuck. You still got to protect yourself. And that was the main reason why I put this video up, to show you about protection. And this is how sick people can be. Now, whether she's twisted and she's making shit up to get popularity or whatever we feel the situation is, we still need to think about, why are we trying to figure out if it's a safe point to fuck with people without protecting ourselves? That's why I don't understand people's logic and people's thinking. Now, in 2008, and some time ago, well, a couple of years ago, it's this video out. If you look him up on YouTube, Trash Man, saying he was going around giving women AIDS and, you know, all of these type of things. And the fact that he said he was giving women AIDS and they fucked him because he had a nice ride and all this other shit.
Here, what I hold in my hand is a list of women who I actually infected with AIDS on purpose. I actually given out all of these women the AIDS virus on purpose. So if I call your name and you just so happen to be on my I got the AIDS from that nigga list, then God bless you.
Half hour. A New Yorker arrested tonight for posting threatening videos on the internet and claiming that he had poisoned a popular baby food.
That man claimed that millions of bottles of Gerber baby food had been poisoned, that it was too late to do anything about it. Gerber says it's not true, but the man's claims were enough to spark worries, big worries, for parents across the country, and now the man is in trouble with the law. Eyewitness News reporter Jeff Pegues is here with the story. Jeffrey?
Yeah, Bill, he's in big trouble. He was picked up today, arrested for sending threats and claiming to have tampered with a consumer product. His disturbing postings on the internet seem to be crying out for attention. It got investigators watching.
We're out to kill her. We're out to kill you. We're out to kill your child.
Prosecutors say the man behind the mask claims that he has poisoned baby food, specifically Gerber's baby food.
We want to get rid of these black babies that are being born for 2008 and, you know, 2009.
In a twisted 10-minute rant, he claims that he has what he calls disciples who have laced baby food with cyanide.
They actually work for Gerber's baby food, and they were instructed to poison a numerous amount of jars of baby food.
According to prosecutors, the suspect, Anton Dunn, who calls himself the Trash Man, has been promoting his sick agenda on the internet in a series of recorded statements since April, each and every time boasting of his intent to kill African-American babies.
This is a message going out and a warning going out to all the black mothers.
Gerber officials say they stand behind the safety of their product. Quote, "We are aware of a recent posting on the internet and believe this is a malicious hoax." They say they are cooperating with investigators in an attempt to get the suspect off the internet and behind bars. Suspect is 42 years old. He lives in Manhattan. If convicted on all the counts, he faces 10 years in prison.
Even if he's lying about what he's talking about, what he's doing, the issue is, it's still women out there that will fuck a man because they got a nice car, gold teeth in their mouth, because they buy the McDonald's, because they say I love you. It's all kinds of reasons why people fuck people. We have to understand that fact. Now, the issue is, if you're going to fuck and you know you shouldn't be fucking before a marriage and you should be under the common law of God. Not just man, the fact that you're committed under God and you know that you're with this person and this is the only person you're with, you still got to be careful because you don't know what your spouse is doing. Only thing you can do is go by trust. But by people having this sick, twisted thing in their mind with lying, you always got to protect yourself. It sounds fucked up, and I know you're saying like if this is my man and it's the only person I know I'm fucking, you still don't know what he's doing. Because if you look at this show, Maury, every day, Maury Povich, is about women got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different baby daddies, testing 15 different men to say who she fucked because she can't find her baby daddy. So that is telling you the reality if somebody can build a whole show off the shit. So I'm mentioning these things so you can kind of beef up your knowledge on being smart. Have common sense about this. Now, don't try to figure out if these people's lying to see if you still gonna get some dick from this man or see if you're gonna go out and find this woman and get some pussy from her because she made herself what we consider the word famous off such a sick, twisted lie. And then the point is, if she's telling the truth, which is every truth to every lie, the issue is it's fucked up that she's going around doing this and not making people aware of her situation when she wants to have sexual intercourse with them. But it's not her responsibility to tell you to put on a condom for your protection. She should be saying it for her protection. So we got to understand what we're talking about here, people. So whether they're lying or telling the truth, you still need to protect yourself and protect your family and talk to your community about how twisted people has become with this type of infatuation. And there's another case out there that I'm going to make a video on with this guy going around actually murdering women with the HIV virus. Now, obviously, he himself have contracted the virus from someone and he's angry about this, but this shit is happening all over the world. And this is not just no isolated incidences. If you think that people are not getting angry by them making a bad choice, they're getting angry, taking it out on other people, but they can't take something out on you if you don't make yourself the victim. Do you follow me? I can't complain about something I'm doing on my own. If a guy give me HIV and because I had unprotected sex, I got to beat my own ass. I got to smack myself in the face for that fucked up decision. No, it's not right for him to knowingly know he got something and lay down with you. Now, we got to stop putting responsibility on other people with what we should be doing or ourselves. This is about self. This ain't about nobody else but self. And if each individual worry about themselves, this wouldn't even be a problem. We wouldn't have half the problems in the world if we each person take responsibility and make sure you stay humane. Now, if each person made sure they stay humane, then we would not have all of this war, all of these disasters. There's just so many things that I can go on and on about because we're trying to take something that God made beautiful and we turn it into something ugly. And God give us free will. That's one thing nobody can take from you is your free will. Now, somebody could come up to you and take a gun in your head and say, get your ass in the car, bitch. But it's still your free will whether you want to get in or not. If you want to say, fuck you. But the point is, our free will becomes shackled because of fear. And the reason why I'm getting to all of this, that's why half of these young girls are laying down without protection because they feel pressured by the men and vice versa. Men feel like, okay, she's fine. She don't have anything. Or I doubt if I'm the one that's going to get AIDS or STD or some kind of godforsaken disease. So think about all of these things, people. This is a common sense issue. This ain't nothing else but common sense. And like I said in many of my other videos, that 99.9% of the people lack common sense. So therefore, if you don't have common sense and a common judgment to do or not to do something, that's where you're going to become fucked up at. So you tuned into Raw Real Talk. Please leave us your questions and your comments. Please take time to subscribe. If you don't, that's fine too. And let us know how you feel about this subject and this situation. Because it is truly a fucked up situation. And I'm sorry that people have to go out and get attention and do shit like this. Or feel like they got to seek revenge for whatever their reasons and do crazy shit. And put their bad experiences or put their low self-esteem or put their ego on somebody else. And it's saddened that they have to do that. But you have to already have that armor, that God armor above you and that spiritual armor that people won't fuck with you. That means if they on some dumb shit, they going to look at you and you know you're strong enough. They're going to say, I'm not going to fuck with her or him because they got their shit on right. You got your shit on tight. Now, people, to survive in this world, just remember this one common rule. Light your torch to common sense. Carry your torch of common sense. If you develop common sense, you will survive in this world till it's your day to meet God. And you don't have to worry about all this nonsense. Even with the people that claim they get all of this power and all of this nonsense and shit, they think because of their ego is so big, they want to fuck with you. Just remember, light your torch to common sense. Light your torch of common sense, and you will be fine. Okay? And we're going to talk about common sense and what it means to have common sense, to do or not to do. God bless.